One after the other, homes which were in breach of Planning Department building codes at a site on Good Street in Baxalina, Grand Turk, were bulldozed this morning. This after the Planning Department took landowners to court for allowing persons to construct unauthorized buildings on their land and then collecting rent from these persons.
We have to rid our society of all the unauthorized structures, which are below departmental standards.
Unlike the cause behind previous demolitions such as the Five Keys land scam and squatting, this was an effort to regularize developments, especially in the hurricane season. Enforcement officer from the Planning Department, Raquel McGregor, said the department is stretching the demolition exercise to every island as the situation is becoming rampant around the country. The problem in Grand Turk, however, is different.
The problem that we're facing in Grand Turk is where landowners are allowing persons to build unauthorized structures on their property. They're renting them to these people. The persons are allowed to build them and then they're collecting rent from them in return.
As the dump truck and two bulldozers rolled in, this man, Labelle Silibert, was the only person who had not evacuated and said he didn't because he has nowhere else to go. But he was forced to pack up and leave by this evening.
But you saw the bulldozer outside, right?
Yeah.
So how you still lying in the bed and the bulldozer's outside?
What I can?
Start packing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Families didn't just lose their homes, but many of them had not long ago paid rent for staying on their property. While legally constructed one-bedroom apartments in Grand Turk usually range in cost for rent between $650 and $1,200, Silibert rented his one-bedroom shanty home and another next door for just $70 per month. That cost was raised to $100 after he personally added a kitchen.
Miss Ivy Johnson, that's the daughter of Mr. Cecil Johnson.
Yes.
That's the person that we're working with, that's his daughter.
Who?
Ivy Johnson, that's the daughter of Cecil Johnson, the owner for this property.
As you can see in this footage, shanty home owners affected by the demolition were trying to salvage the wood and zinc roofing from their barely standing homes before they were completely demolished, possibly to build elsewhere. As for McGregor's recommendations,
I know there's an issue with affordable housing in all the islands. My suggestion is, which I think is already in place, that persons who are signing for persons for work permit, you need to find appropriate housing for your staff. You're signing for them. So I think the Immigration Department needs to enforce their laws.
police officers were also on the scene to ensure that the process ran smoothly. For WIV4 News, I'm Nikira John.